It is the Royals for the D1PW Caribbean Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, and according to our right, now weighing 191 pounds, hailing from the mean streets of Florida, ladies and gentlemen,
for the D1PW Caribbean Heavyweight Championship, a fatal four-way. There you see Chuck Orange showing the belt to the audience in attendance. Scott Commodity, the #1 contender who lost his first opportunity at the D1PW Caribbean Heavyweight title against the Falcon many months ago. Defending champion in there. And here we go. We have action. Fernandez, Johnny Vandal, and the Falcon circling Scott Commodity, who's been singled out early, as you can see. On the outside of Scott Commodity, of course, is our good friend, Fabulous Frank, who you're going to have to continually watch out for during this matchup. It's going to be crazy with one official and basically five competitors, four in the ring and one outside. Scott Commodity being picked on early by all the competitors in the ring. Series of shots into the turnbuckle on Scott Commodity. Looks like the three definitely have a game plan to start the matchup. Chops all the way around, stereo chops. Clothesline over the top rope to the outside by the Falcon, the current D1PW Caribbean Heavyweight Champion. Frank out early to revive his man. Through the ropes goes Johnny Vandal on top of Scott Commodity, and Frank barely got out of the way. The assist to Logan Fernandez. I believe Johnny Vandal hit his head on the chair out there near the audience. He went way into the audience. And the corner goes the Falcon. Deep arm drag by Logan Fernandez. Caribbean Heavyweight Championship. One of those sought-out prizes in D1PW. Short in stature, but not on heart. Logan Fernandez, and he got flapjacked by the bigger Falcon. Here's Johnny Vandal. Japanese arm drag. Now a standard arm drag. And Johnny Vandal backs off the Falcon, and that unity we saw early has worn off. Everyone for themselves. Reverse neckbreaker in the center of the ring by Johnny Vandal. Scott Commodity shoots Logan Fernandez into the ring post. He hit hard on the floor. Scott Commodity in the center of the ring waits for Johnny Vandal and hits him across the back with a forearm and takes over control of this matchup. Two on the floor, two in the ring. This is a clothesline and a big forearm to the top of the head, followed by a clothesline. The action is fast and furious in this fatal four-way. Backdrop in the center of the ring by Johnny Vandal. Finally, he's taken control. Rushes into the corner, though, and Scott Commodity recovers. Fabulous Frank has said for months now that Scott Commodity would be in the running for the Caribbean Heavyweight Championship that the Falcon held. Has his opportunity, although it's not a one-on-one matchup, but he has his opportunity to take the title. Off ropes, a stomp to the chest of Johnny Vandal, who's in big trouble. He's now being hung out across the ropes, pulled by the hair. Nasty move by Scott Commodity. Now at ringside, European uppercut from the ring apron. Johnny Vandal, seriously injured at this time, gets him away from the ropes. Cover, 2. No, says Chuck Arendt, senior official here at D1PW. On the outside, you see Logan Fernandez still trying to recover from the ring post shot. The Falcon is still down to ringside. He was unceremoniously dumped to the ring. Clubbing cross-face forearm by Scott Commodity, who has as much strategy and knowledge of this business as you could ever wish in a competitor. Snap suplex in the center of the ring. Follows it up with a lazy cover. Doesn't hook a leg. Not going to win a championship in D1PW that way, that's for sure. He follows up with a reverse chin lock. You see the capacity crowd on hand this evening at D1PW, making a lot of noise in support of their men, which does not have to be Scott Commodity nor Fabulous Frank. Reverse chin lock. Don't know if he has the knee posted in the back or not. Looks like this move may not be as good as it could be. He does have the hands clasped, but it turns into a side headlock now. Elbow to the gut and another. Working his way free is Johnny Vandal. Playing to the crowd, taking a little time. And up and over the top rope onto Logan Fernandez. Devastation. He didn't get enough offense in before he played to the crowd. And he was dumped on top of Logan Fernandez on the outside. Now the Falcon is in. The Falcon has come back in the ring, and Scott Commodity has complete control. Another European uppercut. Shoots him from corner to corner and misses the elbow in the corner. The Falcon takes over. The Falcon, the current and only D1PW Caribbean Heavyweight Championship, drop kick to Scott Commodity, and out he goes. The Falcon now stands tall in control of this matchup. Johnny Vandal hit hard on top of Logan Fernandez on the floor. On the outside, in with a suplex goes the Falcon. Cover, hook up both legs, 2 and none. Chuck Arendt in great position for that. Thumb to the eye by Scott Commodity, a fabulous break tackle. Never could say enough about the tutelage of Fabulous Frank as relates to one of his wrestlers in his stable. Another uppercut we've seen him using at least 5 times during this matchup. Picks up the Falcon. Showing a little strength for Scott Commodity. He posts him. Chop. Oh, did you hear that? And another. You can feel that all the way in the announce booth. Scott Commodity talking a little trash in the corner to Fabulous Frank, letting him know he's getting ready to finish the job. The Falcon blocks, forearm to the back. Scott Commodity, Falcon, have one of the longest running histories here in Division I Pro Wrestling. Scott Commodity's pushed off the corner by the Falcon. That could set up a big high cross body possibly. He's going for it. He has it. Roll through by Scott Commodity. He's got the tights. 2, 3. Scott Commodity has stolen the D1PW Caribbean Heavyweight Championship from the Falcon. Logan Fernandez and Johnny Vandal, who did not recover from the incident on the outside when Johnny Vandal was put up and over the top rope. And there you have it, a brand new Caribbean Heavyweight Champion in Scott Commodity, managed by Fabulous Frank. He brings back the gold to Frank's stable. And he will be a force to be reckoned with in the weeks and months to come here at Division I Pro Wrestling. As Scott Commodity has won. Here's Fabulous Frank. Fabulous Frank says there'll be no rematch. I don't know how he's going to hold up to that one unless he's just not going to have Scott defend the title. We'll find out. Like I said, in the weeks and months to come here at D1PW. But for this evening, the Falcon goes home with a lighter suitcase. Welcome back, fans. As you can see, it was a fantastically exciting week of the best of professional wrestling.
The best week of all time. Scott Kamani, the new champion. I'm managing a champion now.
Unbelievable. Frank has gold in his stable.
You so.
Yeah, he told you so, I guess. But Frank, your Falcon's going to be hot on your heels.
There will be no rematch for the Falcon. How many times do I have to say this? He gets no rematch. Falcon, no rematch for you.
If the Falcon gets no rematch, then I'm sure the commissioner is going to have a lot of fun stripping that title, because who else are you going to defend against?
I don't care. He can send it whoever he wants against us. I don't care. We'll defend against anybody but Falcon.
Well, the Falcon may have to interject himself then. I don't think you're going to be just that easily scot-free, and I think Scott needs to watch his back for the Falcon, who I'm sure is hot after this this match that we just witnessed this week.
He can be hot all he wants. He's not getting a rematch.
Well, Frank, I know you're happy. We're going to go on to next week's card now. What are we going to see on next week's episode?
Next week, we're going to see another, the biggest, the largest, the world's largest athlete, 600 pounds, maximum capacity, in action next week.
Scary, scary, scary individual, especially with you outside. Scary stable, Frank. Ugh, awful. Well, we'll also see on next week's show the debut of Eddie Torres.
Absolutely. I've heard a lot of good things about him. I'm looking forward to seeing him next week.
Jason Moore puts his undefeated streak on the line against Austin Amadeus.
Oh, that streak will be put to the test next week.
Austin Amadeus with the lovely manager of champions, Amy Vitale, who we saw a couple weeks ago on the show, get run through Miami by the Cash.
We don't need to talk about that. Let's just talk about it next week. Forget the past, move into the future. And next week, I think Austin Amadeus will end the undefeated streak of Jason Moore.
We'll just have to see about that. Jason Moore is a very strong competitor here in the cruiserweight ranks of D1PW. We also see one half of the D1PW, newly crowned that is, D1PW Tag Team Champions, Lifeguard Wade, along with Darren, as he takes on one half of what you call the goofiest team in wrestling.
Oh, yes.
The dynamic duo, Fantastic Dantastic, and he'll be accompanied by Chaotic Chris.
And Dantastic trying to prove something, trying to prove that they should be #1 contenders. Wants to beat him in a singles match to prove it. It's not gonna happen. Lifeguards are just too good.
Not gonna happen.
No.
Let's see the match first before you tell me it's not gonna happen. I understand your point, but let's give Fantastic.
Hey, I'm the manager of the Caribbean champion now. My opinion means something around here.
Oh my lord. We're not gonna be able to stop him, folks. This is gonna get out of hand. It's like a train that's gonna derail somewhere along the way. Well, you have been witness to the finest in professional wrestling, wrestling done right. That is Division I Pro Wrestling. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.